make sweet love to your wives, how often do you do it? How many times a week?
This seems like it's gone a little out of the range
Just
of
just
what I've.
keep it PG.
Uh-huh. It's a
Well,
bit
I
more than
it's
I would
got
like to discuss.
I have two modes, pre-baby and post-baby.
Okay.
Um
So pre-baby.
post pre-baby was every night, essentially.
Okay.
Um if we
But
talk about
Keith went. So remember, Paulo is a newlywed,
No,
relatively.
that's not what I'm referring
That's
to.
true. That's
That's
true.
just the whole
Uh
discussion.
my dad and my grandfather actually warned me, and this is gonna sound really weird, but as a for like preteens, they told me the Dorados or just the my clan in general, really high sex drive. It's just something that's in us. Dad warned me, grandfather warned me, carried with me, and something that is with me. So
Well, let's
that's
say
my answer.
really high love making drive.
I have a very big heart, Otis. I have a
Okay.
very big heart,
And
is what I would say.
how big is your heart?
Uh-huh. Well, it's definitely with the baby born, it's definitely gone way down. Um,
Is it
she,
three sizes too small?
uh,
Why?
wow.
Uh,
But and then it was even when it was just the two kids as well. It was just kind of sometimes difficult. They'd always wake up at night and have some sort of pains or something like that. So there's always like some sort of interruptions. But it's I don't know. I don't know, man. It's not just something
Do you think about it
discussing with
often,
man.
or no? It is not something that comes across your mind.
I do. I think about it, but
Are
not.
you stonewalled by priorities?
Well, there's that, and then like I said, our baby daughter, she sometimes feels like she senses it,
Okay,
like
so
it's going, like it might
she's
happen.
a
So she
blocker,
wakes up. Yeah,
right?
she wakes up and
Right.
or something like that, and so it's like, well,
Okay.
um,
So she's a, a chicken blocker, a roach blocker.
wow, yeah.
she's an X filter.
So is that the only thing that keeps you from uh acting on those thoughts that you have?
So, and well, that and sometimes just clear exhaustion
Well, I know
from
you could go to bed early and rise early.
hmm,
Oh
Is
yeah.
your wife on the same schedule?
complete opposite. That's been the one that's been not a cult. That's been a problem in general. It's like she likes to be a night owl or
So she's a night owl. She's nocturnal. Okay.
yeah. So she likes to.
So did that cause problems for your, love making life?
Is that and then or lack or try or deciding to lose sleep, so like when I have to go to work or something like that
Mm-hmm.
or do something, then it's like, yeah, choice. Do I want 3 hours of sleep and trying to do
3 hours of sleep.
yeah, like a job, like a strenuous job? Not right now. There's not a strenuous job in my previous job,
Mm-hmm.
um, or yeah, or that. And
So you're saying it's not a priority, right?
I'm not saying it's not a priority. It's just
So the
the
question
timing is
still
not.
not been answered. How many
I'm
times?
not. Yeah, I
Once a month? Twice a month?
don't know. It's
It's
not.
really low.
It's
Okay,
not.
so
Not something I'm comfortable with answering, sir.
Paulo, pre babies,
Yeah.
you said every night. Are you and your wife on the same sleep schedule relatively?
Pre-baby or post-baby?
Pre baby.
No, we sleep at the same time. Um so my thought of that is actually and I've told Lauren this. I said I'll adapt to your schedule. because I want to be a bit awake when you are, so I can do things with you. Even going as far as having the same kind of days off, which I think most couples would try to do, if they're both working. So yeah, I am a very malleable person.
Right.
I require less sleep than most people. Some people have 6 to 10 hours. I really stick with 4.5 to 6 hours. So I have that leeway. And yeah, I just want to be in the same mood as my significant other. Although if I had, Keith's situation where I actually have to go to work early, it kind of makes it impossible to follow a similar sleeping schedule.
Yeah, because then you wouldn't get any sleep.
Yeah.
Especially if like she worked a different shift than you, or you worked a different shift than her.
Right.
Like you worked a graveyard shift and she worked a graveyard shift. That makes it really difficult. Do either of you are you guys cuddlers afterwards, or do you roll over
Oh
or
boy.
get out of the bed?
He's getting deep.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's definitely a dig in further. I'll tell you that what I'm willing to share is I I I do my best during the action,
Mhm.
and therefore no more gas in the tank at the end.
So you go straight to sleep.
Hibernate.
Oh, so you sleep
It's
for
a
while.
much deeper sleep
Okay.
than
It's
my
the sleep
regular
of
sleep.
satisfaction. Because I know a lot of couples, because in TV and movies, they make it look really romantic. The husband and wife, or the boyfriend and girlfriend,
you
are all cuddled
you
up
got
afterward.
you
It's like,
got you got a music in the back. It's like
yeah, yeah. So
ooh.
so you cuddle for like 5 minutes, and then it's like, all right,
there's
roll it.
the huge glow going
Yeah,
on.
yeah, because you're all hot and legs and arms everywhere. It's just like, nah, you gotta get on your side of the bed. Side of the
Is
bed.
that you? Is that you?
I love to cuddle, especially while we're
Oh,
watching a movie or something like that, or talking. I'm a big
big or small
on.
spoon?
No. I
Big or small spoon?
I'm a switch. I go
Oh, you're
either way.
both ways. You're
Yeah,
both
either way.
ways. Keith,
But
big or small spoon?
Mm, I think preferably the big.
Yeah, preferably the big.
and
Yeah.
you,
I
Paulo?
prefer to be the small, but
Okay,
my wife likes to be the small, so I'm usually the
so
big
you
spoon.
switch too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Me and my wife, we switch depending on the mood or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, I love cuddling. And before or just on a general night or whatever. And then as far as the act itself, I would prefer every night might be a little bit excessive because of friction, but I every other night would work for me. Um, on a good, but because it's the distance thing, that's not an option for me.
Yeah.
But when I am there, I try to utilize every moment of my time there. And then afterwards, there is sometimes cuddling, but most of the time it's clean up and then either go on with your day or go to sleep and have the sleep of satisfaction. Yes.
Mm.
So
The sleep of satisfaction. I want to pin that somewhere. Whether that's like a sticker or something. The sleep of
to make a
satisfaction.
T-shirt out of it. You can put it in our merch shop.
Make a graphic as well.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was all I wanted to know. Keith, you're withholding information.
Yes,
So
I
I
am.
will bring this
I
up
will
in the future. What you can say?
I will tell you, despite having that kind of interaction, pre-baby, post-baby, like he said, really, really hit a toll. It's just a lot, especially with twins, and your attention is split.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's not a
divided.
way to
Mhm.
do.
Yeah, yeah. I know. At some point there is a tipping point where you got to do it. You know, so you have to
Yep.
make time for it. And I know Keith. I don't know if you're in a desert right now, but you know, you just got to make time to get in the water.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was one of the things. Like, is the kids, like, there was a day that we thought
Oh
they were
man.
going to go to school, and it was a day that I had off because
Mhm.
it was following one
So
of
the stars aligned, right?
yeah, well, yeah, it was following a holiday that was on a weekend, so my job, we were off the following actual weekday.
Mm-hmm.
But and we got confused on the day that they were like, oh yeah, the kids will go to school. It's like, oh man, we're gonna have like time to ourselves, except for our, our baby. But when she takes a nap or something like that, there's gonna be all this time. Kind of find then when she gets a text message from the school saying that reminding us that they'll be returning the following day, not the day
Oh,
that. So it just like completely like just stomped on it. It was like,
on your plan.
oh,
Well,
it's like it does.
you gotta have a date night or something. You
Well,
know,
Yeah.
like get a
You
sitter
know,
or
it's
give the kids to grandma for
something.
like a few hours, right? Like 3 to 4 hours, and
mm,
take her
Hey
out,
man,
take yourselves in a really nice restaurant.
yeah, rekindle
like
Watch
those
a movie.
flames.
Mhm.
You
sometimes
know,
like that can be easier said than done.
I know.
As far as
Send her some texts during the day and say, "Hey, girl, you did fine." You know, something.
yeah,
I, I like you to walk by me twice so I
That's
can.
right. I like to see you coming and going. Yeah, you know, something. You know, get her all worked up.
mhm.
You know. All right. Well,
uh,
that was it for me.
I
So
was gonna say that post baby, that is what we Lauren and I do, try to like keep it
yeah, some
spicy.
little flirting, something, you know, to keep it going, you know. So you got to do that. Keith, I'm looking at Keith's face. He's like,
I'm not giving anything away.
Later.